Hi, fourth graders. Hope you are great. Let's start with a hello. So let's do a minute of mindful breathing together. You might do thinking in your head of like breathing like an anchor word, or you might choose your anchor spot on your body, right? Nose, chest, belly. You decide. So will you be in your mindful body? Letting your body get really still. Closing your eyes if it's comfortable for you. And we're mindful breathing. All right, so hello. I wanted to start by telling you a couple of things. One is that I've been thinking about you guys on the playground and wondering if anyone remembered to practice some mindfulness, maybe count to 3, take 3 deep breaths if we're feeling angry. So I'm excited to see you again soon and hear about that. And then I also wanted to thank you guys for every time I come over, every class I come into, I always feel so welcomed, and it's really, really nice. So I wanted to especially thank Joshua for making me a really cool bracelet, and I've been wearing it every day and I forgot it today, but Joshua, I've been wearing it, so thank you. And I've received a lot of compliments from fourth graders lately, so it always makes me feel good. And it's a good reminder too that anytime you say a nice thing to someone, that's being generous to them. So thank you for all of your generosity, fourth graders. You guys are great. All right, so today we're going to think about creating space with mindfulness between maybe feeling a difficult emotion and then reacting to it. So thinking about any emotion that you might have, right? Like good ones. So feeling happy, excited, or maybe some harder ones to handle, like feeling anxious or scared or angry. We can be mindful of those emotions, right? We can pay attention to them and notice when we feel them. And in that way, we're being mindful of our emotions and our feelings. And it can help us, right? It can help us understand more about how we're feeling and also be able to react to those emotions in a more positive way. So I know we've talked about this before, but I know all of us have said that we've done something and then wish we could take it back, or said something and wish we could take it back. Even like did a really bad thing, like maybe hit someone or pushed someone or lied and then wish we could take it back. And like that happens to everyone, so we don't have to feel bad about it, but we can work on it, right? So when those things happen, we can use mindfulness to put a little bit of space in there, and the space can give us the time to react the way we want to. So if you think about an emotion like this, right? Say this is me feeling angry, and then this is my reaction, right? They're right next to each other, right? I'm angry, and then I do this. I'm angry, and then I say this mean thing. I'm angry, and then I push the person in the line by me, right? But when we practice mindfulness, it gives us a little bit of space, right? So we feel angry, but then if we take our deep breaths, it kind of gives us a little bit of time, a little bit of space to decide how we want to act, right? Instead of like just an immediate reaction, there's the space. And it gives us a little bit more choice in how we react to some of those difficult feelings and emotions. So I know we don't want to hit or yell or say mean things. So the more that we practice mindfulness, the more we notice it and pay attention to our emotions, the more choice we can have with how we act when we're feeling angry or frustrated. All right, so one thing we're going to practice together today is using some anchor words for our emotions. So, you have an anchor spot that you've chosen in your body for when we do mindful breathing. But we can do the same thing with words. And you can do this anytime, right? When you're like practicing mindfulness or when you're just doing your thing. So we just say what they are. We name the emotion. So if I'm doing mindful breathing and I notice that I'm feeling sad, I just say sad, sad. Or if I'm doing mindful listening and I notice that I'm feeling nervous, maybe about a test I have coming up, I can say nervous, nervous. Or if I'm like out there on the playground, right, and I'm doing something, someone like does something kind of mean to me and I know I feel angry, if I say it inside my mind or out loud if you want to, it can help you kind of like notice it and then have that space to choose your reaction instead of just immediately reacting. So if I'm, on the playground, somebody pushes me, in my mind, I say angry, 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 and that actually might be a really good reminder to take your 3 deep breaths. So let's practice that for a moment. We'll do a little bit of mindful breathing, and then as you notice any feelings that might come about, will you just say them inside your mind? Just kind of repeat it a couple times, whatever the emotion is that you're feeling. And if you're not feeling an emotion, you're just thinking about things, you can always say that too. You can just say thinking. Or if you want to get really specific, right? If you're we've talked about past and future. If you're remembering something from the past, you could be like remembering. Or if you're thinking about something in the future, you could be like imagining. Or if your mind's just like wondering, which I know some of you guys are really great at that, you can just be like daydreaming or whatever word you want to. But in our mindful breathing that we'll do here, just notice what it is. Notice any emotions, kind of say what they are inside your mind. Notice anything your brain's doing and just say it inside your mind. So let's try that for about a minute. So will you be back in your mindful body? And again, letting your body get really still and closing your eyes if you wish to. All right, so just take a moment to notice how you feel and also what you noticed during that minute, and if you noticed any emotions or just thoughts in general. So everyone has feelings, right? Everybody, even if they don't act like it. So everyone feels sad, frustrated, excited, happy, all the emotions, everyone feels them. It's all natural. And we can't control them, right? We can't control like actually how we feel, but we can pay more attention to it. And the more we pay attention to it, we can just add a little bit more space, like we talked about, right? Like, so the more you're mindful of the emotions, the more space you have in there between your feeling and your action or your reaction. So think about that. See if you can put that space in there. Maybe take some deep breaths like we've talked about, or just notice your emotions and just kind of say what they are and inside your mind. And see how that works for you. So we'll say goodbye with one more bell ring. I wanted to show you my Todd. He's taking a nap in my classroom. See him over there. He looks like he's tangled up in some cords, which he kind of is, but he's safe. I'll make sure he stays safe even if he gets tangled up in cords. All right, I hope everyone is well, and I will be happy to see you soon. And thank you again for all of your kindness and generosity. It makes my days really great when I get to come see you all. And let's ring the bell one more time for our goodbye. And just listen for it. Let it come inside your ears. And then when you don't hear it anymore, you can raise your hand if you want to, and that will be our goodbye. So will you be in your mindful body one more time? Very still if you can, and closing your eyes if you wish to. See you soon.